There really wasn't a plan with the agency, unfortunately. It was a lot different back then in terms of like emancipation, in terms of aging out, in terms of preparation.
Well, I did not have an official plan with my agency. My time in care was a little tumultuous. First, my father passed away when I was in the 8th grade, and then my mother passed away at the end of my 9th grade year. When I came into care, I was placed with actually my godmother, so it was more of a kinship setting. And then I briefly was homeless because that situation did not work out. And then I moved in with who is now my foster mom, or was my foster mom, who I still have a connection with. And that was my godmother's cousin. I actually was not known to the system for a year and a half. So there really wasn't much time to plan.
And it's really unclear why my county worker was not present, but there was no provision. There was no communication, there was no conversation. From my memory, it was pretty much like, you're grown.
My agency plan was more centered around my difficulty in school. I went to lots of different schools, moving placements. I was considered a troubled child. I had several suspensions, expulsions, so they really were like, we just want you to graduate high school. I did a lot with truancy, and then also just even being in school, just really wasn't my thing.
I don't think I had like a set plan with my agency. Me and my caseworker, we she asked me what I wanted to do, and I knew I wanted to go to college, and that was my ultimate goal, was to go to college, graduate from college.
My personal plan was as soon as I emancipated, to get all my things and just get as far away from the house. I sort of felt like this was finally my freedom, so I was like, it's time. Take it and run.
I did not want to be in the system anymore. They gave me the option, and I was just like, what, it's too much pressure. I don't want them, holding on to me any much longer. It was like a leash, and they had that leash, and I wanted to let that leash go.
At 18, I didn't have a plan. I just had a very short term. I know me and my kids can't be homeless. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to make sure they're okay.
When you do it on your own, you make it's trial and error. You have these obstacles, you have these things in your way.
So as soon as I did emancipate, I still was having difficulty in school finishing up because my birthday is in March, so it's before the end of the school year. So I still was having difficulties. So I sort of had to wander around a little bit until I found a good friend that was sort of used as my support to help me finish.
It was hard, but it also was relieving. It was a weight off my shoulder. I didn't have the system holding me back anymore. I was able to do it on my own. Some people need, the system, or some people need those people behind them to just keep pushing, but I already had that drive. I knew that I wanted to go, and I knew I wanted to be away from the system.
When I got my foster mom, that was really a blessing and a godsend because she didn't have to take me in, and that wasn't her responsibility. I wasn't traditionally placed through my agency with her, and she really helped me deal with some of the trauma that I faced. I never thought that I would be without parents, and I was just had this whole plan for my life, and everything was just coming at me in different directions. So she really helped me to just take life as it came and to plan and really finish raising me, basically, what unfortunately my parents weren't able to finish doing.
That was probably the scariest time because I'm a teen mom. My son has autism. So I found that out during this process. And I don't have a job. I got my GED like right before I got my place. So I'm trying to figure out school, if I'm even able to go. I was told that I should just go work and not try to go to school. So there was really no support for me to even bounce ideas off of, for me to vent to, for me to try to get mental health services. I didn't even realize I was like severely depressed and I was hallucinating. And there was no one to talk about that with. And that probably fed into it and made the hallucinations worse.
I started at Rice State, and I will be graduating December 16, 2017 with my Bachelor's of Science.
I was accepted into Florida A&M University, the illustrious Florida A&M University. And I eventually went on to law school, and I graduated, and I did practice law.
I went on to Bowling Green State University, where I'm still at studying communication, specifically organizational communication. This was tough getting here. I mean, once I was there my first year, it was hard because adjustment was really difficult. I'm adjusting to a whole new environment, whole new people. I finally had my support, people that I felt were gonna be there for a long time, so it was really hard detaching from them. I struggled, and I did leave my first year, and I was considering dropping out, but my support system that was there pushed me to try Columbus State. And that's what I did and sort of kept the wheels turning. And then I got reinvigorated. I got a small degree there. It was in business management. And then I was like, oh, I want to keep going. That felt good. So then I went back to Bowling Green State University, where I am now, and still going, and had a chance to travel abroad. And this was really all because I had finally found some support to sort of give me some inspiring words, remind me of how far it took me to get here and why I shouldn't just quit, even though it seems like the easiest option right now. And it sort of instilled in me, that hard work bug. I don't think I had caught it yet, because I think I had caught a more bug. Like, once I had my freedom, that's all I cared about. I didn't want to do anything else. I just felt like once I could be somewhere and choose where I am, that's all I ever wanted. And I found out I wanted a lot more.
But all of that to say, because there was no plan, I feel like I endured a lot of things that I probably could have avoided or lessened if I had some type of help.